Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm gonna use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of Telltale's Walking Dead here on my channel. We're now halfway through a new frontier, at least we will be once we get this episode rocking and a-rolling, because today we are above the law. Yo! Welcome to the stream, Art of Skylers. That was quick. I very much appreciate the support as always. I'm doing great. Probably going to be doing a little less great because this is one of my least favourite episodes of the series, but hey, at least it's no Michonne spin-off game. We do not talk about the Michonne spin-off game. And hey, this game did figure out something. It figured out equality. Rather than Season 2 where it was left with just unbearable female characters, at least now we have both unbearable female characters and unbearable male characters. That's right, men can be terrible in these games too. So yes, the game has figured out equality. When I say I hate this guy, it could literally mean any guy. Because I pretty much hate all of these guys. I hate him so much! What part of this episode is a bad story? Boring? Sad? Boring? It's just slow. This is a particularly slow episode. It's going to be an hour-long episode. It's not going to feel like it. I say it's bad. When you compare it to what we've been through already with Season 1 and Season 2, the problem with this game is that the characters aren't as well written. They don't have as good a chemistry with one another, and they certainly don't go through arcs like they do in the previous few seasons. Clementine is kind of tapped in here out of necessity. They have no idea what to do with her in this story. Except for when you play as her, her flashbacks are pretty much the heart of this entire game. Now, enough of beating around the bush, let's get into the episode already. And this definitely isn't a bad episode. It's just when you compare it to other episodes, when you compare it to other seasons, that's when it starts to get bad. I'm not too worried if Clem can carry. Clem carries the weight of this entire game on her shoulders, let's be honest here. Any of the scenes with Clem are instantly the best ones, and that's just by default. But even then, that's not because Clementine is going through an arc in this game. Clementine has no arc in this game. She's just the most goddamn entertaining character of the bunch, and she's also the most well written in the fact that she actually feels human. She feels a little bit too old for her age, but that's because she has grown up in a world that demanded for her to grow up too fast. Carl has the exact same issues throughout the whole of the comic book storyline. Like, there's a whole arc of the comics dedicated to Carl growing up too fast. So it's like, oh, it worked for Carl! It'll work for Clementine as well. And for Clementine, it worked double because I prefer Clementine over Carl. That's probably due to the fact that Clementine is my favourite Walking Dead character of all time. But you know what? Bias aside, let's get into the episode. Like I said earlier, we are officially above the law. Have you read all of the comics? I haven't finished the comics yet, but I've read a grand majority of it. I'm currently on the 4th compendium, so I have 5 chapters left. I'm almost done with Whisperer War, and then I get to move on to the Commonwealth. I have no idea, besides something incredibly fucking major that happens in the Commonwealth. So outside of that, I have no idea how the Commonwealth goes in the comics. I'm pumped to read it. By the time I finish the final season, I guarantee I will have read through all the comics.
Mama.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That response justified. You know what? Hey, at least Javier is also a good character, which basically means that Javier and Clementine are the only ones carrying this entire season on their shoulders. We have Clementine and better yet, not Clementine. There he is again. Not Clementine. Second best character in this game.
Put your hands up and close your eyes.
Oh, there we go. Clementine is so much better than not Clementine.
Thanks.
Oh!
Mari!
Why would you remind me of that? Stop reminding me of that. You give us one good new character, and you kill her off instantly.
Javi, don't!
Man, Mariana deserves so much better. This game did her dirty.
What do we call you?
Sorry, forgot to introduce myself.
You see, here's the thing. We have Jesus, who is one of my favourite comic book characters. And they absolutely butchered him in this game, because for some reason, Jesus doesn't like Clementine. I don't understand why Jesus doesn't like Clementine. but Jesus doesn't like Clementine, and that is an instant mistake. Anyone who doesn't like Clementine, I do not like them. It is like in the TV show where if Daryl likes a character, the audience immediately like that character because people like Daryl and they like his judgment. The way to get you to like a character in a TV show is to ensure that Daryl likes them. It's the same here. If Clementine likes a character, Clementine is good friends with Harvey. We like Harvey.
Oh my god.
Exactly, Jesus do got bad taste. It's not even that Jesus straight up says he doesn't like Clementine, he just doesn't agree with the choices she makes. But really, how could you disagree and judge choices when Clementine has lived such a harsh life that has led her to these decisions having to be made in the context of everything that's going on around her? I'm sure in a similar scenario, Jesus would make somewhat similar choices, and it's hard for certain characters to understand that, including Jesus apparently. In fact, in this game, he feels like a completely different, disconnected character from the comics. Because in the comics, Jesus, he's a character who likes everyone. So if Jesus don't like you, then nobody likes you. Because like I say, Jesus, he likes everyone.
I mean, we're gonna
Not
have to
Clementine, apparently.
A lot more than what we have right now. We need a working stove, which means we need more propane.
Okay. If we're lucky, we won't see a single one of those things.
Fingers crossed.
Oh no, Clementine isn't one of the smartest people. She is the smartest person. Clementine is straight up the smartest person in any given room. Why do you think we made a hashtag out of it? In Season 2 we made the hashtag listen to Clementine. Clementine is always right. Hashtag listen to the 11-year-old. She's outsmarting every last one of you. And she's 11! Granted, she's not living anymore. She's a teenager.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Oh yeah, I agree, Kate. Teenage Clementine, you got to be fucking kidding me. She's 13 now, my word.
Why would we get that lucky? I mean, it's not like we needed it or anything.
Easy, Kate. Maybe there's something else we can use in there.
Yeah, okay, maybe. But we came out here for that tank. I just thought, this one time, we deserve
Hello,
to catch a
Toasted
fucking
Crumpet.
bird.
Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you stopping on by as Kate just absolutely breaks down. Like I said earlier, this game finally figured out quality, so that now we don't only have unbearable female characters, we have unbearable male characters as well. Not that Harvey is an unbearable male character, he's actually quite the opposite.
You're a hammer now!
Oh god, that's...
Kate! Get over it! It's a good thing Harvey is an absolute unit. Oh my. Well, that's one way to kill it.
I'm sorry. I was just so fucking scared.
Harvey got that muscle, man, I'm telling you.
I wanted to kill it. I really did. I know him. That was one of Kate's friends.
Oh, Kate, walk it off. How many times have we said in this series, just walk it off?
He always had a smile on his face.
Okay. So you recognized him. That's no reason to let it kill you. And it was going to kill you.
I know.
Yeah, clearly not, Kate, because you got
know you're
fucked
right.
up, so clearly you don't
I
know.
don't even know what to call them. If they're not people, if they're just the dead.
Precisely, it's a very simple situation. Just walk it
That's
off.
what we'll call them.
Or better yet, give us, the player, the opportunity to
I
just
thought we were
shoot
gonna
Kate.
die.
We'll be doing ourselves a
thought
blessing if we just
Dave
shot
and
Kate
Ariana
already.
were just gonna wake up and we would just be gone.
We should, really get back inside.
Do you really think Harvey's gonna be gone that easily? You saw how this unit took out that Walker. Didn't even need a weapon, and this is at the start of the apocalypse before they even fully understood and comprehended what was going on. I figured this was before they even knew that you die no matter, you turn no matter how you die. I bet they don't even know that yet, and Harvey was still able to take care of it with his bare hands. Harvey is a unit, I'm not worried about him. And I'm not worried about Kate either, because if she dies, she dies. No big
I know
deal.
we all wanted to stay here in the house and wait for David to come back. But it's been
So again,
3
give me
months
that
since you
choice
drove
where I
away
can
with
just
your
put a
mom.
gun straight to
What
her
do you say?
head.
We're not
Save us all the time and misery.
You and I
just
could've
put her
killed
down.
for-
Maybe then she'll learn to
There's
fucking
gotta be a
walk it
safe
off.
place out there.
What makes you think it's it's gonna be better anywhere else.
You know, put a gun to her head, shoot the trigger. I'm sure she'll be fine. She'll just have to walk it off.
How long until one of those things gets in? We stay, somebody's going to get hurt. Or worse.
You really think the kids are gonna be happy with this plan?
The kids will understand. And if they don't, they'll just...
Oh, kids will understand. No,
We have to go.
that's the problem with kids. They don't
come?
understand.
What if I
Unless their
don't
name
want
is
to
Clementine,
leave?
because she was smart enough to understand most of the
Okay.
situations in
We're
season
safe inside the
1.
house. And I bet we can find more food in the neighborhood if we just look harder.
Sorry, Gabe. But we're the
You know, we
adults.
shielded Clementine as much as we possibly could,
It's our
but
call.
We can't stay.
she still learnt from it all too much. She understood a little too much of it. It kind of scared me how smart and how adaptive she was as an 8-year-old, because me as an 8-year-old
What's
was
he
not
gonna
nearly
think
as
if
good as that.
He shows up and we just ditched him.
We have to look out for ourselves now, Gabe. I wish things were different.
But you gotta remember, Clementine is smart. These two children are dumb.
We're safe here.
No.
In fact, these two children combined don't have the same IQ as Clementine.
Sorry, Gabe, but Javi's right.
Especially
How
since
about
if we did combine for
you guys go
IQ, I
and
think if
I
anything it would
stay
actually
here?
drop their combined IQ because Gabe is
That's
so
not how it
stupid.
works.
I can take care of myself. If I need any help, I'll just ask my friends.
He has no idea. Ask my friends. Yeah, Harvey just kind of brutally murdered one with his bare hands. That's how your friend's doing right now.
What's wrong with her? Why is she acting so weird?
She's sad. Because when we were out, we saw your friend, Drew. But it wasn't exactly him anymore.
You mean he was one of them?
We're so sorry, Gabe.
Well, I'm not. Gabe's suffering, no big deal.
So you understand why, don't you? Why we have to leave? If that happened to you, I couldn't bear it.
I could live it down. If it
Why
happened
do
to
you have
him,
to go?
I could definitely live it down.
Tomorrow, as soon as it's daylight.
I want to leave him a note.
I'll help you get started. Okay?
What are we gonna tell him? I want to say something good. Something that won't make him sad.
Tell him we're gonna be okay. We're gonna stick together, and we're gonna get through this.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, this family did last a
I'm gonna
lot
write it
longer in
right
this
now,
apocalypse than
so we
most
don't forget.
other families did.
I'll help him.
Most families were wiped out or halved by the first year of this apocalypse, so the fact that these guys made it about 5 years in before anything truly tragic happened to any of them. So you're right. Gabe does work much better as zombie food. Nope, she's too old for that shit. Did he really just leave the bat? That bat would be a real useful weapon, you know that, right, Harvey? Especially since some baseball players such as yourself will know how to swing it. Who cares about it being priceless? In a zombie apocalypse, a signed baseball bat has no value anymore. In fact, its only value is for bashing in people's brains. That is far more valuable for the baseball bat in the apocalypse than the signature. Its ability to smash things. And there we go with some of the most unfitting music I have heard, because they was really trying to make the eerie and atmospheric and exciting when that was really none of those things. Though it did have some really nice shots in there, some of the cinematography and the pull focusing It did look pretty good. At the end of the day, this game, it's where Telltale started to get really competent with their cinematography. Not that the previous games had bad cinematography, but here it's just clearly a step up.
Javi, is that really you?
See the lighting for camera work
I
there.
always hoped I'd find you. Never really thought it'd happen. Not after all this time. I can't.
It's particularly well crafted.
It's
Even if
you.
I hate
Could've
about
said it
80%
better
of the
myself.
characters here.
I knew you were still alive. I knew it.
Yo! Welcome to the stream,
Hey,
Victor.
weapons down. This is my
It's
family.
amazing to see you there, my friend, as we continue to play through a new
You gotta let us
frontier.
in. Kate doesn't have much longer. Jesus. Kate!
David?
I'm here, honey.
It took
I'm
him
right
that
here.
long
What the hell happened?
to react to
shot.
that.
We got the bullet out, but she's still bleeding.
You was looking at her the entire time,
need
and only
your
just now
doctor.
do you react this
Now,
way.
David. Thanks, Javi, for getting her here. She's coming inside.
What can I
But
say
she
except
She's
you're
my wife,
welcome?
Max. You want her to die? No, I didn't say that.
Oh, you better not be saying that, Max, because you know what?
Wait,
I
I'm
hate
going
that guy. I hate him so much.
Sorry, but the rest of you
Voice
have to go
cracking,
straight to
aw.
quarantine.
What for?
All newcomers get checked for bites, and they all have to answer a couple of questions. Our doctor will
Don't
clear
give her
the two
that
of
look.
them,
That's pretty fair.
But the rest of you have to come with me to the quarantine holding area.
Fine. Let's just get this over with.
Javi,
Make my job easy, would you? Listen to your friend.
whatever you say.
How is Harvey the only one making a good decision at this point in time? Oh yeah, you should be terrified, Victor. This is where the fear really sets in. This is when you know that you've made a huge mistake. Again, that was some really good dynamic camera work.
Trip.
Oh God, Eleanor! When we found the car without you in it, I didn't know what to think.
The engine
Oh,
happened.
isn't that
I came
sweet?
here looking for help, and this happened. I've been so worried about Kate. I told them she needed a doctor. They promised me someone would look into it. Please, tell me they found her.
They definitely didn't look for her, because she was still in the car.
But that's crazy! I told them she was dying.
And clearly it wasn't a priority.
Well, at least those assholes realized she needed a hospital once they saw her.
I'm sorry, Javi. Really, but I didn't have any reason not to believe them. What?
The people here in Richmond, their new frontier.
Oh my god.
Oh, you ain't even heard the worst
Oh,
part.
good luck with that, saving the Skylands.
One of them's his brother.
Yeah, I'm a traitor, alright, yeah.
You had a brother, Javi. Hey, nobody's more surprised than me. I thought the guy was dead. We haven't seen David in years. It's just been me, Kate, and the kids this whole time.
I don't even want to think about what the odds are, but he did seem pretty damn surprised to see you.
I mean, if Victor isn't streaming at 5 AM in the UK again, I might be able to make it to this one.
I mean, he helped Kate instead of hauling her down here.
Of course he brought her inside. She's his damn wife.
You're kidding. Kate is married to your brother?
The only reason I know Kate is because she married David. I was the best man at their wedding.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't blame Eleanor for being shocked by that either. You know, Javier is a little bit too flirty with someone who's married.
I know you didn't have much stake in Prescott, Javi, but they burned that place to the ground for no fucking reason.
After everything you folks told me, I'm guessing I'm not gonna find my people alive.
Yep, Art, we have the joys of being 5 hours ahead of everyone in America, so that's just how time zones work.
Even if it wasn't his idea in the first place, if he knew about it and didn't stop it.
No fucking way David was a part of that.
Well, given that Mariana
kind of
got
man
shot
he is.
within the crossfire, I'd like to think
Maybe
that
he
David
wasn't the
wasn't
last time
responsible
you saw
for
him.
the death of his own
said
daughter.
yourself.
But then again, you never do know, because I hate David. I hate him so
What was
much!
he like when you knew?
And that time
You guys
was
get along?
serious. because I hate him.
He seemed happy enough to see
I
you,
hate him a
at least
lot.
at first.
If you want to hear me say he's an asshole, fine. He's the biggest asshole I know.
Question is he a big enough asshole to go along with some of the shit they've done? If your brother knew anything about what happened in Prescott, he's got to answer for it. They all do. I owe that to Conrad.
Well, we've already
I'm not just
established
gonna
that
let things
Javier is a
slide.
bit of a unit, so why don't we just give him a
never really
baseball
been a
bat and let him
hard
go on a
rock kind of
rampage? I'm sure
But
Richmond here doesn't stand a
people died.
chance.
We need to even out the scales.
We can't just go charging into someone else's house and tell them.
Or,
what's
you know,
what. You
as
want
Harvey
to
put
get in
it,
line.
we could
We're
actually
not
make a
in
wise
charge.
decision instead. I suppose that's a
Not yet.
possibility.
If you do anything to fuck this up, Kate could end up getting hurt. Hey.
Yeah, I think what Victor should do from now on is just drop everything he's doing immediately in stream when it's convenient for us. No one else matters.
Come on already. Kate's asking for you.
You should wake up at
Maybe you
4
think it's
AM
okay
to
to
start
keep the
streaming
baby
so that then I can watch it whilst making
Thought I told
lunch.
you better than that.
What about the rest of my friends?
They're not invited. Hurry up.
Oh, that's just rude.
Looks like the rules don't apply to everyone, huh?
That's right. Some people get out of here early. Others stay a long fucking time.
Trip, just drop it, okay?
Now, you see, David doesn't like Trip, but that's because David doesn't like
Smart cookie, this
anyone.
one.
Javi, just go.
And this is why we hate David. Anyone who hates everyone is pretty hateable.
I'll be back as soon as I can. You know that.
Thanks.
I mean, come on, guys. You're in the middle of a really well fortified and defended, resourceful community where you have plenty of space. You have each other to keep one company. Yeah, that's really not that bad a situation. You know, you've not got guns to your head or nothing. You're not even being supervised. Like, I'm just saying, if I'm in a zombie apocalypse, I think that situation isn't the worst I could possibly be in.
We have a process.
I mean, given that David
Own way
is
of
the
doing
villain
things.
of this game, he
You
is
guys better not have a
designed
problem with
to
that.
be hateable.
Things don't go well for troublemakers.
And
here.
boy, did they overdo it. He has
Oh,
no
that's
redeeming
clear.
factors whatsoever.
David, you threw us in a cell. Don't expect us to smile about it.
We do that to protect our people. It's not personal.
You sure about that?
Come on.
He literally established earlier that the rules work for everyone, so yes. In that case, if the rules
Where are we going?
aren't applied by
Kate asked
everyone,
for you.
then yes,
I thought you'd want to
it's
check
fucking
on her.
personal.
Listen, Javi, Gabe. He told me some pretty messed up things. Things I need your help wrapping my head around.
He shouldn't have done that. I wanted to tell you myself.
Bad news is bad news. Who cares who delivers it? He told me
Well,
you
an
lost money
unhateable
on her.
villain wouldn't be a very good villain.
Just a few days
Not
ago.
necessarily. Sometimes you like the
Oh.
villains, you just don't necessarily agree with their methods,
sorry,
which is what
David.
makes them villainous.
She's...
At the end of the day, Thanos is a likable character. You see where he's coming from. He's very charismatic. He's a really intimidating force. But you don't really
Strange
agree with the
creeping
mass
same person
homicide
twice.
where he's snapping away half of the
Like losing
universe.
something
That
you
is the
didn't know you
part
had.
that makes him a villain.
What was she like, Javi? She was so little when we got separated. Who did my little girl become?
We got along well. Her smile kept me going through a lot of rough times.
That must have been nice. How?
Nicely put there, Draco.
How
Welcome
did she
to the
die?
stream. I appreciate you stopping on
Tell me how
by.
it happened. Please, I need to know.
She was just standing there, minding her own business. She just found her lost headphones in the dirt.
She made
smiling,
one mistake!
And then someone put a bullet in her head.
What kind of animal would just open fire on her like that?
Smartest goddamn
An
character in the
animal
game makes
your
one
mark.
mistake, and
My
that was
people are
it.
in the habit of killing little girls.
David, I was there. They shot Kate too. Ask your buddy at the gate if you don't believe me.
Max was a part of this?
Yes, that's right. It's one of those stories where the big corporation has some sort of inner corruption that we need to fight from the inside.
I need details. What the hell went down out there?
One of those.
I need to know exactly what happened. Everything you remember.
Bastards knocked me out and threw me in their truck. I got away near this town, Prescott.
Precisely, Shredder's another
Same
great
assholes
villain.
attacked us there. Their leader flooded it with walkers and tear gas.
Oh, Dr. Doofenshmirtz is a classic great villain. He's so likable. Sometimes I actually kind of want his schemes to work out for him. You know, I feel bad when Perry Platypus always foils him.
Do me a favor. Keep this to yourself. The politics here.
Oh yeah, you're clearly not on about Shredder from the 2014 Turtles, because nothing from the 2014 Turtles was good, including Shredder. But Shredder in just about almost every other incarnation is a great villain. Looking forward to seeing what they're doing with this new Turtles movie. I'll be watching it day one, that's for sure.
You wouldn't let that happen, would you? We only just got here.
It's not just up to me. I run security here, but it's not like my word is law. This shit with Badger doesn't make things any easier.
Oh, it's her! From Clementine's flashback thing with Bob.
This is my brother, Javi.
The baseball brother? No shit. What are the chances of you turning up on the doorstep? Welcome to civilization.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Ava.
That's true, it is actually a pleasure to meet her. She's one of the better characters in this game. Better doesn't mean good. Better simply means better.
If there's anyone you can trust in Richmond, it's her.
This is true. She's one of the good ones. And she's not one of the bad ones who just says she's one of the good ones. No, she's one of the good ones who's actually one of the good ones.
The fucking soldier. She was the first person I met up with after you and me got separated. I never would have made it without her.
No, that's probably true. She is a bit of a badass. So yeah, it's a shame they met up then, because otherwise David would be dead and we would all jump for joy knowing that this horseshit character doesn't get to ruin anything for anyone.
We waited for you for 3 months. Eventually the house was overrun and we had to move. Why didn't you come back?
Mama and I got routed out of the city on the way to the hospital. It wasn't long before she...
Name a side character you like so much in any show, does not get enough screen time, does not get rest in the show by the characters, or does not get enough time to fight. Plo Koon from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Plo Koon and Kit Fisto both. They are my two favourite Jedi, and the whole show should have just been centralised around them. Like Anakin Skywalker is boring by comparison. I'm joking, of course, but they are some great side characters.
I'm not gonna lie. I never thought you had it in you.
We took care of each other.
Oh, of course, David would think that.
You've changed,
on his high horse.
Took the end of the world.
Duplicate from Invincible.
But you finally grew up.
I mean, these are all good answers. I just can't really think of things off the top of my head. I mean, The Walking Dead has loads of side characters that were killed off too soon, that had so much potential, that could have grew to have been much bigger characters. And then there's bigger characters who had a lot of potential that wasted time so the side characters couldn't develop, and instead they did nothing with their character arcs. Ezekiel in the main show is an example of that. They gave him a much longer run on the show than they did in the comics, and they don't do anything with it.
Hey!
Hey, kid.
Everything past season 9 for Ezekiel is just kind of like mediocre. I still love his character.
Check it out, Javi.
His character is amazing and he has great chemistry with all the other characters, but his arcs just aren't... Compared to his arc from season 7 and season 8, his arcs don't get any better than that. Season 8 has its problems, but season 8 has an incredible arc for Ezekiel, which is the highlight of the season for me. Along with Dwight. Dwight is also an amazing part of season 8. Like, even the worst Walking Dead season has its moments.
Look at this family. Look at my wife. Isn't she the most beautiful woman alive?
Come on.
Oh, you have good taste if Plo Koon and Kit Fisto are also your favorite Jedi.
Gross. You're a lucky man, David.
Oh, he can say that again. Look, Clay had everything to do with it because he does not deserve this marriage legitimately.
I'll get the doc.
Then again, they're both hateable, so I suppose they're perfect for each other.
I just wanted to talk to you, alone. I'm scared, Javi. More than I was the whole time on the road. Even when I thought I was going to die, everything inside me screams to get away from you.
Oh, fair enough there, Draco.
These people are killers. And David? David threw his own brother in a cell.
Let's just get you better, Kate. The facility's here.
I don't care about facilities. We did fine without them before.
You didn't have a ruptured spleen before.
These people nearly killed me, Javi. David's people. Have you forgotten, Mari?
Of course not.
It's always been you and me on the road, Javi. That's how we've made it this far. Please, promise me we'll go back to that the first chance we get. This place.
She seems to forget that they're walking on very thin ice here. Eventually their luck is going to run out even, not run around. Luck can't do that. Luck isn't a physical thing.
I don't know, Kate. We were on our last legs.
Javi.
Whatever problem
Don't you dare question Harvey and his superior intellect compared to yours. You're just jealous you're not on his level.
Leave me alone for too long.
Oh, I hate Kate. I hate her so much. If you don't agree with her 100% of the time, she scolds you for no reason whatsoever, and I hate it.
Strange how it just comes and
She is
goes.
not open at all. She's delirious.
Yeah, I think she's delirious.
I agree with that synopsis.
Well,
she is
seems cogent now,
delirious.
But it's nothing to be alarmed about. Pain often comes in waves with abdominal wounds. I'll give you something to take the edge off, in case it comes back. Truly superlative work. I thought I'd have to operate, but all she needed was IV fluids and some antibiotics. How did you find someone
Oh,
with
that's
skills
inconvenient.
like
They were able to save
Wound like
her.
this
Oh,
kills
man.
Whoever did this really knows their stuff.
We got lucky. We met a group with a medic, Eleanor, just before Kate got shot. The same group in quarantine now.
She's there now? We should let her out. I'll vouch for her.
Agreed. I'll have Ava bring her here.
Oh, Jack Black shouldn't just play Bowser. He should do the voice work for every animated film from now on.
The rest of those guys can contribute, if that's what it takes to get free. They're all pretty.
I mean, that
handy
is the
to fight.
solution to terrible celebrity voice acting. Just make sure that Jack Black does all the voice acting from now on, because he is one of the few celebrities who can actually voice act. Most celebrity voice actors do just kind of phone in for performance. They take the check, record the lines in one day, get out of there. Quick and easy money. And you know what studios get out of it? They get a famous name to put on the poster or the trailer. Illumination of the worst for it.
Keep an eye on my patient. The others know.
Obviously, not all celebrity voice acting is bad. There are exceptions. It's just a general rule of thumb that professional voice actors who've done voice acting their entire life are better than celebrity voice actors.
Badger is one of my
Again,
guys.
general rule of thumb, not always 100% accurate. Oh, Jack Black does do Poe, and he is perfect casting for Poe. Because again, Jack Black is one of the few celebrities who knows how to voice act. And he basically is Poe. Poe is him. He gets so into the character. You can tell how much fun Jack Black has voicing Poe. I mean, wouldn't that be funny? Tai Long versus Poe, but they're both the same voice actor. Gary Oldman, fair enough, that's a good shout. Haley Steinfeld is really good as Spider-Gwen in both the Spider-Man movies.
That's all that matters.
The Spider-Verse movies, I should say specifically.
The brother.
Javi, meet the guy.
All of the voice acting work in How to Train Your Dragon is also top
Crops you
tier.
saw, that's him and his people. Jones, our bridge to the outside world. She handles contact with other settlements.
Except TJ Miller, but that's just because TJ Miller is very unlikable.
You've been treated well. I hope you haven't been handled too roughly. Some of our people left their courtesy with their old lives.
Absolutely. I feel like I'm home at last.
Why are we subbing for these people? This stinks.
I know David would like that. And nothing pleases me more than seeing families reunited.
Except for the part where you literally tear them apart by
The
shooting.
essential superiority of his cream spinach over my magnificent Black Forest gâteau.
It's no contest. The spinach has real nutritional value.
Javi, take a look at that table. You tell me what you'd rather put in your belly.
Oh, I'd definitely
Spinach
rather have
from
the
Clint's
spinach.
garden, or a baked delicacy by yours truly.
Well, I'm with Clint. Gotta eat your greens if you want to grow up big and strong.
Ah, exactly.
At least you're being honest.
Well,
Please,
what
make
benefit
yourself
would there be to lying?
We value straight talk here, so please, forgive me if I seem direct. We're usually pretty strict about.
Besides, I'm one who loves
to.
vegetables, so in
Your
that
brothers
situation,
weren't
I would certainly
counted
pick the
a lot.
vegetables
Is that
every
so?
time. Vegetables
The
are
three of us
delicious and
Dr.
nutritious.
Lingard
You
make
can't go
all
wrong
the
with them.
decisions here, so yeah.
People who choose to stay with us.
You know, if I was given a, would you rather eat cake your whole life or eat vegetables your whole life? I would rather eat vegetables my whole life.
Especially for the more independent-minded. There's no structure out there now.
I always do what I'm told. Ask my older brother.
You're gonna fit in well, Javi. I can see that already.
Well, with
When
something
Joe
that's
and I met
working
your
so
brother, he
far,
was
I
trying his
guess
hand
maybe
at
something can be a
fruit.
good thing.
We found him slowly murdering an orchard on the
You
Shenandoah
heard that
River.
first here, folks. Go ahead and quote me
I
on
helped
that.
him bring it back to
That's a
life.
perfect Igknight
We
quote.
had a good
Sometimes
run there.
simping
For as long as it lasted.
is the way to go.
What happened?
What always happens. We trusted the wrong damn people. That's what led us to start this. Wondering what this fine piece of body art is all about?
I've seen that mark a few times.
Oh, I know the
Probably
mark,
saw it at the
alright.
gates. Right, Javi?
We all took it as a sign of commitment. It was a crude answer to a difficult problem, and it hasn't always worked. Please understand. We had a terrible winter just after.
Oh no,
we
I
returned.
actually like
We-
most Walking Dead
we lost a
characters.
great deal.
It's just unfortunate
Loved
that the
ones who
very
left holes in our
few,
lives.
small, minute amount of characters I
Protecting
dislike
my people
are
from that
all
kind of pain,
in the same
that's
game.
what keeps me
It's just
awake
this
at night.
one.
It
I mean, granted,
turned
season
me
2 did
into
have a lot of unbearable
perpetual
characters,
night
but they
owl.
were just for
I
women.
know it's a lot to ask, but I never want them to have to experience loss like that again.
Funny you should say that. Some of your people, they keep me awake. In fact, some of them give me nightmares.
My people? I'm sorry, Javi, I don't quite follow.
Max? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
you see, when you
I
make
said
terrible
no.
Walking Dead characters, you
Since
can't
when's
just
the answer
simply
you?
spread them out. You have
From
to
what
put
I
them
hear,
all
he's
in
well
one
acquainted with your
chunk.
brother. They
All at the same
exchanged a few
time. Makes
bullets
that one
outside
chunk
our
unbearable,
walls.
but then at least all the other chunks, you don't need to worry about any bad
Is that
characters
right?
from that
Is
point
there
forward.
bad blood between you and Max?
Nothing that can't be worked out.
I want to hear that from Javi.
Let's just say I wouldn't invite him to my wedding.
Yeah, I wouldn't fucking go.
Good, because I just said you wouldn't be invited.
Oh, great comeback, you
how did
two.
this start?
Great comebacks all around.
Don't look at him. You have an obligation to tell the truth.
Oh, you're on about Negan from The Walking Dead. Negan has one of the strongest character arcs of the entire show.
caught him
Negan is
siphoning
easily
gas
one of my
from
top
one
10
of our
favorite characters.
Facts.
He
Sorry,
does some
David.
things that I hate,
know he's
but
family,
then
but
what
your
his character
brother's
grows into,
faith.
what he becomes,
Is it true?
it's some brilliant top tier character writing.
Answer her. Did you steal gas from us?
I was scavenging whatever I could find. I had no idea it belonged to you.
If you just asked, we'd have given it to you.
Well, we gave it back to you, which implies that if you were around, we certainly would have asked in the first place.
That's not all. He shot Rufus. In the back.
Okay, now that I did.
We found the body near the wreck of Rufus's truck.
You cold-cocked me with your pistol. I woke up in a truck with cable ties on my wrists.
That don't make it right. Rufus was
I mean,
bringing
it kind
you
of
here.
does, because his life felt under pressure.
This is who you're asking us to vouch for, David? Seriously? You know we can't just open our doors
Alright,
to
you
killers.
enjoy your fish and chips
We're
right
trying to
there,
build
Art. I
something
really
different here.
appreciate you stopping on by, my friend.
Something resembling civilization.
Everything I did out there was to protect my people. That's more than I can say for you.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Javi?
You have something to say?
No. That's it.
That's right. He knows what he done. There ain't nothing more to say.
It's clear your brother doesn't belong
That went
here.
smoothly.
Javi and his people have to go.
You're overreacting. It was a scuffle over supplies.
We've exiled people for less.
Sorry, David, your soldiers are already wild enough. We can't add more crazy to the mix.
Take Javi and
Oh
everyone
yeah,
at
I
quarantine
agree. So how about we
gate,
take out
give
the
them a
crazy
pack
that's
with
in
a
the
bare
mix
minimum
already
to
and
survive.
replace it with some sanity?
Look, we can't fight this. Not now.
That background in the
Maybe safe
model
here.
is
Your doctor friend too.
well, that model in the background is the same model as they used in the
have to do what
first
they
episode
say.
for guy who got bit.
Sorry. It's out of my hands.
I can't leave Kate and Gabe alone.
They won't be alone. I'll be here to take care of them. I can't help you now, but maybe I can down the road.
Yeah, it's the exact same model as the guy who got
stay
bit in
alive.
the first episode of the first flashback. Gotta reuse them assets. It's obviously not the same character, given that, you know, if the original character got bit, would be brown bread, meaning fucking dead. Zombies don't exactly have perfect hearing, and there's also for plot conveniences. So you stack both of those on top of one another, and that would be why there are no zombies around.
David packed this.
He did. They said...
Start walking.
What about Eleanor?
Walk.
Eat shit.
Trip, this is a bad idea.
God damn it, Javi!
This isn't her fault, Trip. You're mad at the wrong person.
She can punch.
Do not fuck this up.
Put a big guy in his place. Oh, well, this is why we like Ava. Ava is
There's a
great.
settlement a few miles west of here. Don't come back.
Oh wow, you're gonna be all moody, are you? We don't need you being hormonal and moody. We have the teenage Clementine for that.
What the hell, man?
Look, we're not dead. That's something, okay?
No, am I kidding? Clementine is never that bitter over something so small.
Not yet, anyway.
Let's just see what they gave us.
Point is, he's acting like a teenager. We don't need another teenager in the group. We have enough teenagers already. So, Trip, stop acting like a goddamn teenager.
What's that?
It's a baseball bat. What does it look like?
Doubt they give one to everyone. Ava did say David packed the bag.
Why the hell is it tied to a baseball bat?
David's sense of humor was always poorly timed. Pretty sure David wants us to go there.
We don't even know where the hell we are on this thing.
Was that not abundantly obvious?
Okay. There's Richmond. That helps. That's where we are. And that's where we need to go. Just gotta head north. Looks like they're expanding. Some of these areas
Actually, that looks more northwest to me than north.
And to find north,
we need to find the North Star.
there. The end of the Little Dipper.
No, that's the Big Dipper.
That's it.
Well, it's a good thing Jesus knows his things about the stars.
What else is in there?
Not a whole lot. Flashlight. Not enough weapons. No food.
Jesus, what are you taking a hatchet for? Like, as if you even need the hatchet. We already saw how much of a badass you were beforehand. I think Jesus can look at a walker footy and it will just kind of implode.
I can't lose anyone else. I'm telling you, I can't.
Then don't lose anybody else. Step up your game and walk it off.
Maybe Eleanor?
Knock that shit off, Trip. You're better than that.
We'll see. Sorry, man.
Precisely. Jesus could walk on water.
To say the least. I know.
That is one thing they did nail, bringing Jesus over from the comics into this game. They did nail his martial arts expertise. He has some really awesome action sequences in this game. That was very welcome to see. I mean, that's precisely it. We have 3 characters right now, and these 3 characters are basically a 3-man army. Trip has weapons expertise, Jesus is a badass, and Harvey is a unit.
I gotta tell you, man. I thought you and Kate were, you know,
What brought you to that conclusion? The only moment you saw Kate was when she returned all injured like from a firefight at the junkyard. When she returned to Prescott, that's all you would have seen of her. So how could where are you getting this sort of conclusion from?
She's family.
You know, he's jumping quite a bit in logic, leaving a bit in logic, because the game is presuming we made decisions which we didn't actually. This is a thread of dialogue that makes more sense if we went to a junkyard with Tripp rather than with Eleanor, and here the game is thinking that we chose Eleanor over Tripp.
Otherwise, you know what I mean?
No, if it wasn't messy, it wouldn't be important, right?
Maybe.
He's got a point.
Just saying, man. 3 things that never hide forever: the sun, the moon, and the truth.
And he's got a point. He's got a point, and he's got a point, and he's got a point. Everyone has a point.
But that's over now. I respect her wishes. I really do.
Then back the fuck off, dude.
I just wish my heart respected mine.
Jesus got his eye on something.
So far, we're almost 50 minutes in, and we've only had not Clementine. Where is not Clementine? That's who I want to see. That's not Clementine.
About a quarter mile out.
Okay, I don't care about not Clementine.
But we could hit walkers any second. We better scoot.
Fair enough point there, Jocko. You got a chuckle at me then.
Okay, look alive, people. I got him.
Boom! Badass. Badass alert. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, dear me. And then he takes a moment to show off to gloat. That is one thing that Comic Book Jesus does not do. Batter up!
Batter up, fuckface!
Got him!
Move your ass!
You want a piece of this?
How did he miss that one? It's fine, this is hard to talk about here. Again, he's a unit, might I remind you. Clementine, girl, I think you got him, okay? I think you got him.
You should be more careful with this.
Let's go, it was about time. It only took us 50 minutes to get here.
We're even now.
Even, are you kidding me? Clementine being badass once again.
I was. The walkers are everywhere. I had to cover myself in walker guts to get away.
Come on. We're heading to a factory nearby. Should be safe.
I thought you were going to Richmond. New Frontier kick you out? Doesn't surprise me. Not one bit.
No thanks to David. And no thanks at all.
David? That asshole's still around.
This is gonna sound really weird, but he's my brother.
What? Wait, this place we're going...
It's shocking how different the two act from one another. I agree with Clementine here. How is David the brother of someone as good and as smart as Harvey when they're such polar opposites?
I learned that the hard way.
Here we go, Clementine moment.
I never wanted to need people.
I'm certainly not excited, not at all.
Nowhere else to go. The New Frontier gave me this and made me one of them. They promised they'd help him. That turned out to be a lie.
I mean, it's very convenient that Clementine knew what she was doing with the bat. It was a great homage back to that moment in the first season where she also killed a walker with the bat. Okay, here we go, Clementine moment. Of course a medic is out cold, why wouldn't they be?
Nothing to worry about, little guy. We're gonna get you better.
Their bond is so strong, I love it. I'm not crying, you're crying. No, it's clearly not it. It's a completely different word for starters from the word it is you're looking for.
Here it is.
Oh, so the right hand is the one where she still has all her fingers.
This is gonna get you better.
Clem.
Dr. Lingard, what's the matter with you?
He's drunk! You're not fine! You are seriously drunk right now.
The vancomycin. That's the last of it. It'll be wasted on AJ. I told you. It could save someone's life if used right.
It's the only thing that can save him.
Except it can't. I'm sorry, Clem. I tried everything. I really did.
This will help him get better.
Nothing can help your boy now. Clem, put the drugs back before anyone finds out you took them. You know what they do to thieves here.
I have to try. Come on, goofball. I need you to be brave for me now, okay? Shh. See? It's not so bad. AJ, shh.
What the hell is this?
I told her it was a bad idea.
You fucking high again? Pull yourself together before the others see you. Deal with the damn kid. What the fuck were you thinking? You were told those drugs couldn't help him. How could you be so stupid? So selfish?
I had nothing left to lose. AJ was gonna die if I didn't.
He's gonna die anyway. That waste? That'll cost someone's life down the road. Someone in this camp. Someone who contributes to our survival.
Come on, David.
Oh, there's another survival of the shitless type moment.
We should have left him out in the woods a week ago.
But look, it's helping.
It doesn't work that way, Clem. You bought him a peaceful moment. Nothing more. I wish I could tell you it would save him.
That's more than you did, any of you.
That's not fair.
You ungrateful little shit. We opened our arms to you, made you one of us. This is how you repay us? By stealing? By putting yourself before the group? You're done here. You broke our rules, Clem. Violated our trust. There's no place for you in the New Frontier.
This was about his survival, so don't you dare judge me.
It's always about survival. We have a better chance of it with you gone.
Maybe
I disagree strongly with that. I think Clementine increases your chances of survival tenfold.
I'm sorry, Clem. You brought this on yourself.
Come on, AJ. We don't need this place anyway.
He stays. Can't take him with you.
Get out of my fucking way. Right now.
Clem, he's in no condition to travel.
Let him go, Clem.
He'll only drag you down out there.
No! You monsters!
No, I agree. That was a pretty fucked up thing for them to do, and I do not like any one of them besides Ava. She's still the best of all of them.
Let her say goodbye. We owe her that much, at least.
Fine.
Thank you, a voice of reason.
Say what you need to say, then you go.
Oh, why would you do this to me?
I love you, goofball. I love you.
Come on, Clem.
That's the true colours of a new frontier. They claim to be above this shit, when the proof is in the pudding, right? The pudding being the absolute terrible acts they conduct, and this wasn't just a one-off isolated incident.
AJ would be the one. Finally.
The one what?
The one who didn't die.
We're clearly fucking asking for too much, aren't we? Oh, I just want to give her a big hug. Oh. Oh.
My little goofball.
See, if I can't give her a hug, at least Harvey can do it. I'm not crying, you're crying.
Again.
And hey Logan, if Scarners were real in this universe, that would be very convenient, because I'm sure if Scarners were around, a lot less people would die. You know, given their magical abilities, I think they'd be pretty good at fighting zombies.
If too many of them push against this, it might give. Gotta find a way in.
Oh boy, that's inconvenient.
Here they come.
Fuck! I can raise it a little, but something's wrong with it. Jammed or some shit.
Maybe we can force it open.
We're gonna have to.
Probably Wrecking Ball, you know, he'd eat a zombie and then he'd become infected by the zombie.
Well, there's a car.
And Wrecking Ball just sucks.
Shit! God damn it!
Then again, he's small and he has good armor, so maybe if he didn't eat the zombie, he'd be fine. But that's probably Wrecking Ball, he eats everything.
We can use that floor jack to lift up the garage door.
Oh, that's convenient. That's a little less convenient.
Come on, man. This thing ain't as strong as we thought. Hurry it up.
What if I don't want to? What if I just want to sit around and watch you all die? Did you ever consider that? No, I definitely couldn't do that. I couldn't do that to Clementine. Especially since now we all know what happened with AJ. That is why Clementine is not with AJ. AJ was literally taken away from her, and it fucking sucks. Poor Clem, poor AJ. And all the game has to give me in return is mashing to hide my depression. Or at least try and focus it. That's stick. Oh, that was hell of a roll though. You see what I mean? Distractions. And just like that, we've hit the hour mark already. Wow. I suppose this episode is a bit more fast-paced than I gave it credit for. No!
Come on, Trick!
Close the door!
Hurry! Get that goddamn Jack out of there! Damn, man! That was too close.
Hopefully that door holds him.
David!
Don't you dare let that fucking baby killer in. Don't make me do this.
Clem.
Don't do it, Javi.
He has a son, Clem. Just like you did.
The fuck?
Open it.
For one time where we don't quite agree with Clementine, but that's because if we side with Clementine, Jesus gets pissed off with us for some reason, and I don't want to tick off Jesus neither.
What the hell are you doing here?
But yeah, for some reason, Jesus gets ticked off by this choice of Clementine. You were there! You heard her story! She is justified in this hatred.
She's with me. I owe her my life.
She told us some pretty rancid stuff about you, man.
What did she say?
That you left her to die.
No, we kicked her out.
A little girl, all alone out there. Do you think Mariana could have survived that?
We had rules. Clem broke them. I would have done the same to anybody.
I smell bullshit.
Don't feel sorry for her.
Everybody fucks up, man. What about forgiveness?
We couldn't afford forgiveness.
Did he suffer? Please. I have to know.
No. I wouldn't have let him. But I didn't have to worry about that. He lived, Clem.
Woo!
He lived.
But how?
Okay, now this puts a smile on my face.
AJ bounced back. He was stronger than we thought.
Of course he was. What do you expect from your boy AJ over here?
Miracle.
You're lying.
That's great, Clem. This is good news.
How am I supposed to believe you?
Clementine, please, I'm telling the truth.
Where? Where is AJ now?
I don't know for sure.
But he's in Richmond?
Dr. Lingard took care of the boy. He'll know how to find him.
Then I'm going back.
None of us are going anywhere until the walker's clear.
What's your plan, David?
We used to store a vehicle up this way. Provisions. I came to get you set up.
And
say goodbye. I don't want you to worry about Kate and Gabe. I'll take care of my family from now on. They'll be safe with me.
Not happening, David. They're my family as much as yours.
Is that what you think? Last I checked, Kate was my wife and Gabe was my son. Shit!
Board it up.
I hate David. I hate him so much. But boy, that was one hell of a kick.
There! Help me!
Also, you'd figure that given David got here now, that all of the walkers outside should have been at least somewhat cleared up by him. How did he make it through that? David should be dead.
Where'd you find this?
And I would be so much more okay with that. But unfortunately he's alive, so I'm not okay with that.
Show me.
Property of blah 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 blah.
What the hell is all this?
These could come in handy. Don't want to just take them, but...
I might be going crazy, but... I think these came from Prescott. That's Phantom Punch.
I don't understand how all this got here.
Like you don't know.
Hey, none of this stuff was here before. I don't have a damn thing to do with it. We've only ever kept a few basic supplies here for scouts, for emergencies.
Whoever did this, they have to be stopped.
Damn right they do. Soon as we find out who.
Who else knew about this place?
Your outfit is the only one that gutted my town.
This is bigger than just Prescott. There's spoils from other towns here, too. Towns I heard got raided a while back. There's stuff here from the Kingdom.
The Kingdom! Ooh, comic book drop.
Wouldn't be in this mess if you hadn't gone all trigger happy on David's family.
Take cover.
Fuck him. I'd do that little bitch again just to see her head pop.
You sure as hell are stupid, ain't you?
You only just realizing that now?
I told you. Joan is on the warpath. Last thing we need is people getting wind of all this stuff.
Look at all this shit. We're frickin' rolling in it.
I'll give you that.
Just glad we found some more smokes. That shit is the new gold.
And now we get to see your head pop, you piece of shit.
Right after saying that, we punch him in the face. That's kind of lame and lackluster. You know, you built something up there. I was looking forward to it, and you did not follow through. Bad game. Very, very bad. Whoa, a bit rude there, fellas.
He's getting away.
Go! Get Badger!
You see, I suppose this episode isn't nearly as bad as I was letting on. I forgot how little Gabe is in this episode, and that is fantastic. Less Gabe for better. It doesn't change the fact that the episode is still pretty slow paced though, which is my main problem with it. Oh dear, that was... He is very thick-skulled. This unintelligent piece of shit. That headbutt would have hurt. Get it? Get it? Mug to the face! Oh, but who knew that a mug made a hell of a weapon? Woohoo! That hurt. And Trip is just going to slowly make his way over here.
You were nothing but a fly in my way. If I'd have known you were David's brother,
I'd have shoved that gas can down your throat and lit you up like a candle. But this'll do.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this.
Fucking Garcias. Oh, you shook my goddamn guts out.
This is for Mariana. She was a sweet little girl, just minding her own business.
Not anymore.
You're not in a position to fucking taunt anyone. Oh, these games aren't connected to the show. They're connected to the comic book universe, which is a completely different continuity altogether.
Get it over with. Come on. What are you waiting for? We've got to move. No point drawing it out.
Ooh, I enjoyed that very much. But man, he took that hit like a champ right there. Oh, I'm not stopping there.
That's enough, man. He's gone.
Oh, that got him.
He's all yours.
Stop. Please.
Raiding, looting, you betrayed who we are. You betrayed Richmond.
Come on, David. This is Richmond.
What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean?
There's no use holding out, Max. The best you can do is make things right.
We weren't doing it without support inside Richmond.
Oh, typical. Like I said earlier, corrupted, it's rotten from the
We did
core.
it on her orders. She said we needed it to survive. I wanted to let you in, but she told me you'd never go for it. I'm sorry.
It is too late for sorry, you backstabbing shitbag.
Please, don't kill me. I'll help you. I'll tell everyone in Richmond about this. I'll help you get back inside.
You see, he could be useful, but on the other hand, I'd rather just execute him already.
I'm begging you.
That was a really bad decision. But what can I say? After a chain of good decisions, we gotta let one bad one just slip in there somewhere. Life needs
Where's
balance.
He gave us the slip. Hightailed it back towards Richmond.
How did he get away from you two? You two are the most capable people for tracking down people possible.
What about the other two? Oh.
What?
Don't worry,
It's
they
good
got
wins.
what they deserved.
That son of a bitch killed Mariana.
Did that make you feel better?
I wouldn't shed any tears if I were you.
Maybe I'm shedding them for your brother.
I thought it would at the time. Now I'm not so sure.
Hold on to that doubt. It means you're still human.
Javi's earned my trust. And if any of you had any brains, you'd say the same. I'm sure you did the right thing.
Jesus is so judgmental.
There's just
And
no
when
other
Harvey
way
does
to
a
make
bad
things
thing, whenever Clementine does good
My
things,
friend
he's also
took over
judgmental
someone
towards
else.
her. Like, why is Jesus so inconsistent with everything he stands for in the
people need to
comics?
know
All of
about
his
what we
themes and
found here.
characterizations, they're all just
What
gone.
about your missing friends?
We might share the
you
same
care.
name, but
Human
this
life
is
isn't
not
exactly
the same
high on
fucking
the list of
character.
priorities. Don't have time to keep looking. They'd want me to get home and warn them. So that's what I'm gonna do. Sooner the better.
You sure you'll be okay on your own?
What kind of question is that? Of
Be
course he'll be
honest.
fired on his
I think
own.
my odds are better than yours.
Oh, the saddest part is that Jesus has a
You have my
point.
word. It's a shitstorm out there, man. I don't see how you're gonna make it.
One step at a time.
We need to get back to
Okay,
Richmond
I take it all
fast.
back. You can't stay mad at Jesus for long.
We both do.
We all do.
Never question Jesus. His words are
I gotta break
absolute.
Eleanor out of there.
I'm inclined to agree
What's
with
she
that.
say if I'm gonna tell her how I feel. You said it yourself. If it ain't messy, it wouldn't be important, right?
We're gonna need allies in Richmond.
Damn, you're already gonna throw my words
They're our
back at
best
me
bet.
like that.
If I can get to them before Joan does, maybe we have a chance. I know I was ready to say goodbye before, but I can't do this without you. Can I count on you? I won't be able to pull this off myself.
Well, you're gonna owe me.
But I expect first-class treatment when we're done. No more quarantine for me or my friends. Just the red fucking carpet.
Of course. Whatever you need. Let's just get this done. If Lonnie raises the alarm, they'll be waiting for us at the gates. There's a way in round back that'll get us around any sentries. We can take Badger's truck.
Well, the fact though that we sub for Clementine and in turn she subs for us, you know, what goes around comes around. That's a nice touch. Again, that's what makes her character feel human. She has the best reactions to Harvey's choices. If all of the heart went into her sections, then why didn't they, I don't know, just make her the main character? Why is she delegated to a side role? I know you should make Clem main character or nothing. This side stuff doesn't work in between. There should be a through ground, and yet they try to make one for her. I mean, not that I'm moaning. Any Clementine is better than no Clementine whatsoever. And what do you know? Trip's being useful. He just kind of yeets Clementine up with one hand.
I think this will go a lot better if we split up. A group this big can't
How in
exactly
a zombie franchise is that one of the most unrealistic things that are done? Because I'm just saying, no matter how small or light Clementine is, there is no way he's doing that with one hand. Not as easy as he just made it look, no matter how strong he is.
That's where you'll go to get Kate and Gabe. Then bring them to my house.
Hello Skyworld, welcome to the stream. We have about 10 minutes or so left this episode, I think. I don't know, it's not particularly memorable, so I forget half the time when it's coming to an end.
As soon as I can get Kate and Gabe,
I think the worst thing is that in this game is that they thought Gabe was good enough for Clementine. Oh, that insults me! That insults me to the core!
I'll scout ahead.
I hate that bit. I hate it so much.
What about you, Clem?
Okay, Gabe is not even in the same ballpark when it comes to Clementine's raw awesomeness.
They know where AJ's being held. They'll tell me. As soon as I find him.
Also, hello, the pizza rolls are good. It's great to see you as well, my friend.
Oh, you are owed a vehicle.
Keep an eye on David. He may be playing nice, but I'd still watch your back.
Oh, she's absolutely right. Because she's always right.
Rubs me the wrong way. As soon as I get Kate and Gabe, I'm gonna figure out what's best for us.
Well, I hope it involves getting far away from here. But you're no dummy. Your instincts have been right most of the time.
Goes around, comes around.
See you when I see you.
Can't wait to see who you pick in season 4. Shh! Don't spoil anything. Don't spoil anything about one of the best seasons. It's really hard for me to pit season 1 and season 4 together. They're two very different games, and they do two very different things great in different manners, whilst also being similar enough to where the 4th season does not lose the magic of the first one. In fact, if anything, it revitalized this franchise. It breathes fresh air into this franchise again, because season 2 and 3, by comparison to season 1, are huge steps down, whereas season 4 is certainly returned to form.
That's who we're looking for.
Season 4 is as good, if not even better than the first season, so I'm looking forward to it too.
Anyway, sounds like some
and we have some tough decisions coming up for it, that's for sure.
There's the medical center. We go in, we get out, we get Kate and Gabe, we get out.
What about our friends?
Well, that's the plan.
Doesn't exactly look like a welcoming committee.
Alright, let's hang out here for a while.
Oh yeah, you've already proven that you can take care of yourself. 2 of them against the 2 of you, even without weapons. You have the element of surprise. You should win that fight. And come on, guys, surely you've realised that you've plot armor at this point. Like, use it. Use for plot armor.
Shit, we need to get the fire crew or that shit could burn down the block.
Oh, and he's snarky about it afterwards. Nice touch there, Harvey. Oh, fair enough there, Logan. Yeah, season 4 and season 1 are definitely the best seasons of this franchise. I mean, this game is fine. I'm enjoying a new frontier. I'm enjoying playing it with you lot, getting to interact with you lot. But the final season,
you got it.
It's resounding.
I'll meet you here.
It's going to be unrecognisable for the amount of step up in the quality between this season and the next one. You'll notice it instantly. Trust me. The moment we start the final season. For now, we have these 2 pieces of crap.
I was super worried.
Are you guys okay? They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, we're fine.
They said you guys.
Oh no!
It's true.
They're fine. Damn it, that
People
sucks.
This place, they're ruthless.
That was not the answer I was hoping for.
We have to move.
Where's my dad? Is he coming?
Don't worry, buddy. We're gonna go meet up with him.
Excuse me?
David has a house in town. He thinks we'll be okay there.
Then let's go.
Wait, Javi? While you were gone, this woman, Joan, came by. I felt like she was sizing me up. It was creepy. She implied David was in trouble. Like, he was no longer in charge. She kept saying Gabe and I didn't need to worry, but it only made me worry more.
Joan's been running this place behind David's back. She's pulling the strings.
Oh yeah, and she is truly
Answer
evil.
to her. She ordered raids on other settlements. We found all this stuff from Prescott.
She was behind Prescott?
David's rounding up allies to confront her right now.
Javi, I know you think it's worse on the road, but you have to see reason. This isn't our fight.
Okay, so if it's Kate's choice, it's clearly an awful one.
Now, the whole place is about to become a war zone.
It's David's fight, Kate. And we're in it with him.
He needs our help. Kate, come on.
You're not hearing me. This is not our problem.
What's going
Oh,
on?
I'm sure she's going to stick by that stance.
We're not doing that.
You know, she's
We're getting
totally
the
not
fuck
going to
out of
make a
Richmond
complete
before it's too
180
late.
degree
Getting out.
change in her character
shouldn't
arc. No,
even
that's
be getting
certainly
out.
not going to erupt from nowhere all of a sudden.
We can't just leave
Yeah,
him.
Kate, most consistent character in this game, hands down. Definitely going to stick to that.
We don't even know who he is anymore. We have to get away.
And I'm
before he gets us
totally
all
not
killed.
lying or being sarcastic just to
But
throw you off
he won't know
for
where we are.
scent.
Again.
I can't go back to how things were before.
We're gonna go to David's house.
Javi,
It's the best bet we got. It's all we got.
She doesn't like it. That means it was the right choice to
like we might need
make. And like I said, boy, I
come
can't
with you.
wait for Kate
We'll
to
catch up
remain
with you
completely
guys.
consistent with
Sounds
that stance
good.
she just took. She's definitely not going to change her mind suddenly and inexplicably out of nowhere in the next episode. That's definitely not going to happen.
don't.
It's okay, buddy. She's mad at me. Not you.
No, it's not that. It's... You'll think it's stupid.
That's
What's
probably
up?
because it is stupid, Gabe.
I just wish Clementine was still with us.
Yeah, it's stupid.
We
No, stop it. Stop
Really?
it. You don't deserve
I hope she came
her.
back with you.
She is way better than you.
I wish she was around. I know, she's tough, but I don't know. Be nice to hear she's alright.
Just know that if we do run into her, she's not a big fan of your dad.
Why not?
You should ask her. Or maybe both of them. We need to go. Okay?
Okay.
Precisely, Logan. I agree. Shut up, Gabe! That was the best possible, like, thing Harvey could have said in that one choice we got. The choice where we get to shut him up. I love that choice.
You know this is what David lives for, right?
What?
A brawl. I only ever saw him truly happy when he was talking about being at war.
Credit where credit is due
World
with
gone to
David.
shit?
He certainly does take care of
That was the
business,
best
you know,
day of
he's
his
capable
life.
survivor. Doesn't make him any less of an
Instead of living from the
asshole.
front line, I'm sure it's like Christmas every morning.
He definitely could get pretty warlike from time to time. My jaw still aches occasionally.
No, I'll bet it does.
Took your damn time.
Excuse me? No, she's right. Her snark is actually quite welcomed. Nice,
Wait a second.
freshly change
David
of
told us
pace.
to come here.
Because Ava's an
He's
awesome
talking to the
character
others
and all
now.
that.
Trust me, shit's about to fly. He's gonna need our help. We gotta get on the move. He's waiting for us. There's no more time to lose.
Holy shit. Well, come on, let's go.
They'll be safe here. Don't worry.
I'll come back for you. Both of you.
You better.
Nah, I'd prefer not to, actually. You know, I'll just leave you to it, and if you die, you die. I won't be losing sleep over it.
I don't like your tone, David. If this is about your brother...
Don't pretend like you don't know what this is about. You've got a lot to answer for.
Me? You must be joking.
Javi, Kate and Gabe,
Safe.
I knew I could count on you, brother. We're gonna fix this, together.
Wouldn't miss it. Now let's see some fireworks. What's going on here?
We're just getting started.
What do you know if you blindly sub for David and David is a little less of an asshole?
Smuggled your brother back
Still an
into
asshole, but a little
What
less of one
happened
at
to you,
least.
David? It hurts me to see you betray
But that's the
your own
problem when
people.
you have two characters conflicting with one another. You can't just blindly support one. You can't find yourself 50-50 either way. You have to piss off one other person.
David didn't betray anyone. He can be hard to
You got to piss off one person in order to appease the other.
Same for you. What are you people talking about?
So this is your play? You think you can pin this mess on me?
What mess? Would someone please explain what's going on?
Yes, explain to the good doctor.
Lonnie?
Go ahead, Lonnie. Tell us.
They attacked us. Murdered Max and Badger.
You son of a bitch.
They would have got me too.
You're welcome.
I was lucky.
We did you a favor. Those bastards deserve to die.
What? Those are our people you're talking about.
They were attacking other settlements, killing and looting on Joan's orders.
Is that true, Joan?
It's nothing but a smoke screen. A pretty damn transparent one, if you ask me.
Lonnie, please tell me this isn't true.
We did that. Raided those communities. Hurt those people. Because David told us to. Not Joe.
The betrayal.
I'm sorry, David. I can't do this anymore. I can't hurt anyone else.
You fucking liar. David
I mean, you're
had nothing
absolutely
to do with
right.
this.
David isn't loyal.
No. I am done lying. This
I mean, you're right. He isn't loyal. All I said is that he's a little less of an asshole.
This is bullshit. He's covering for Joan.
David, just stop. We knew this couldn't last forever. We confronted him.
What do you know? Shooting Max has really came back to literally shoot us in the foot. Mistakes were made. Poor decisions
He didn't need us
chose.
anymore. Not with his brother here now. That's when Badger and Max.
That's enough.
David, stop.
Paul, you have to stop her. Or the blood from those raids, it's on your hands. Don't let Joan get away with this. Paul!
She's working you like a puppet, man. Can't you see that? Don't let yourself get played into doing something you regret.
Maybe we should sleep on this. Give everyone some time to cool down.
No. Don't try and drag
Oh
me.
yeah, that's what a
Things you've
good
done,
person
they're an
would
assault on
disagree
what we
with. They would disagree
You and
with
your brother,
reason. Yeah,
you're going to have
Joan is
consequences.
definitely the good guy
I still
here.
have friends here. Allies. This won't stand.
You brought this on yourself, David. I'm sorry to say it, but you're done here.
They were our family, David. How could you?
I'll give you family!
Well, that's why the episode was called that which it was. Suppose we were above the law throughout the whole of that. Once again, Clementine's choices are a little bit skewed one way or another. But why wouldn't you instantly want to help that poor damn child? You don't want Clementine to suffer for loss of someone else she loves. Hasn't she lost enough already? Don't do this to me, game. Okay, I'm getting emotional. My heart can't handle it. Well, I'm definitely in the minority here. Well, I won't even say minority. 40-16. I'm still in the lower percentile. 53% of players stuck with David's plan. I was suspecting that to be much more skewed the other way, in all honesty. But that, my friends, is where we lie at the end of this episode. some fiercely inconsistent characters to boot, and a cast to where 80% of them I dislike. In fact, almost every single character I dislike throughout this entire franchise are all limited to this one game. They just put them all in one place, you know, tainted this whole entire experience rather than spreading out the characters a bit more. It just makes me more excited for the final season, I suppose. I've been hinting at it already, but the final season is going to be amazing. For now, though, we have Thick and Water to worry about next Sunday, where Clementine is in the thumbnail. If she's in the thumbnail, you know it's going to be a good one. Like I say, this looks badass right here. I'm almost tempted to play this episode right now because it's going to be so awesome. But we're not going to. Like I said, we're going to leave that for Saturday. This episode, I begin by stating it's a bad one. It's still bad by comparison to the rest of the others, but I suppose after having replayed it, not as bad as I let on. It's forgettable as a problem. Going into this episode, I forgot half the stuff that happened in it, and then replaying through this episode, I'm reminded of the stuff that really wasn't that bad to begin with. So that all being said and done, I'll see you next Sunday for episode 4, Thick and Water, and until that moment arises, peace!